You know, next year, in July, we will be having the Jubilee in San Antonio. So we're looking into things for that. But the following year, because typically we have Festival of Faith, but we are going back to what it was called before, the Southeastern Evangelism Conference, the SEC. And so we're going to be doing that again, and I wanted to announce that because all the churches are getting the heads up on that this morning. It will be March 29th through the 31st of 2013 at the Raleigh Convention Center in Raleigh, North Carolina. That's right. So what's exciting is the group has decided to bounce it around. No, because before, way in the past, it was always in Atlanta. And, the last couple have been in, let's see, where it was Columbia, and then Athens. Now we're going to have it up here in Atlanta. We want to try to move it around, or in Raleigh, yeah. We want to try to move it around the southeast so everybody gets a chance to help with it, but then as well so that we all get an opportunity to visit each other's cities and get different experiences instead of always going to just one place. So potential places are Nashville. One year we could go to Nashville. We could go down to Atlanta, back somewhere over on the other side of Georgia. We could be in South Carolina, somewhere in North Carolina. We're trying to get it to bounce all over the place. Now the good thing is, in 2013, the Raleigh Convention Center is brand new. All right, it's just opened. And with that, the hotel that's attached to it, and the other one on the other side, the Sheraton, is newly remodeled. The hotel that's attached to it is the Marriott, which is brand new as well. They said if we can fill, I think it was something like 588 rooms, they will give us the convention center for free. Yeah. So Raleigh is wanting more and more people to come in and think of it more as a convention town, as opposed to just kind of, nothing. The capital. So it's a blessing to us to be able to keep the cost down for that, as well as it's not too far away. It's just right around the corner. So the Triangle Church will be our host church, but they are going to be asking us for help and then other close churches for help as well. So in the future, I'll be letting you know what we're going to do with that. Amen? Amen. Okay, so I have done my announcement duty. All right, Christmas. Yeah. The most wonderful season of all. Okay, there was my singing. I can actually listen to the harp all day long. But my singing I can only listen to for about 30 seconds. So this year, I had an opportunity to make a little extra money for Christmas. And some of you already know my story. But in my development, we've got, the board, my wife is the president of the board for our homeowners association. They want me to get on the board, but I know what that does. That makes you hate all your neighbors, and I don't want to do that. So, but we do have a situation where up around the corner we have a common area, and the common area is natural. It's all wooded. And up around the corner from us, up the hill and around the corner, there's two neighbors that are kind of going at it a little bit. And the reason is one neighbor had a tree fall out of his yard into the common area. That tree fell into the common area behind his neighbor's house. And it knocked down several other trees, and it made it really ugly, just really nasty looking. One thing led to another. The guy who's got the nasty in his backyard convinced the association to take care of the problem, which meant cleaning up all of the stuff. Well, they got a couple quotes. They got one quote for $500 and one quote for $1,300. Obviously they went with the lesser quote. Well, they never came. You know how that goes. Some guy quotes it low and just looks at it and goes, no, that's a lot more work than than what that's worth. So I told Sarah, I said, well, it's a great way to make a little extra money. I'll hire a couple of the campus guys and I'll make a little extra money for Christmas. And so I thought. So as it goes, Kyle and Paul come to help me out. We're cleaning up the area, and we did a good job. We cleaned it up. We hauled the stuff back into the woods so they couldn't see it, and it was going good. He tells me, he says, well, we planned on this tree. We're going to drop this tree as well. The first day I said, no, I don't think so. But I've dropped many trees in my life. But the next day I came, I had a change of heart, and I was like, all right, we'll take care of the tree for him. And I probably saw maybe around 50 trees down in my life, and I've never missed a mark until this week. And so I looked at the tree, I saw which way it was leaning, the balance and all of that, and I'm sawing the tree, and Kyle's moving brush, and I told Kyle, no, you stand over here. And so I cut my notch in, and I come in to get the tree to drop, and I got my chainsaw, and I'm coming through, and Kyle says, "Come down! Wrong way!" I was like, I dropped the saw. Who cares about a chainsaw? I just don't want to get squished in the dumb thing. And it's coming down. I jump, right? And Kyle's sitting there, almost in a chuckle, but it comes down. It's going right toward the guy's house. And the guy's shed is sitting right there, and it just goes. It was awesome. This is the first time Kyle's ever seen a tree fall. He's all excited. Here I am, about to throw up. Oh my God. And this particular neighbor is not known for being the nicest guy. And I mean, everything's going through my head. I'm just going, oh man, what am I going to do? I do not want to, one, walk around the corner and ring that doorbell and tell him to come outside he was home. And then the second thing I didn't want to do is call my wife. So, I go around. The funny thing is he told me, he's like, so, well, what happens if this thing falls the other way? I said, it's not going to fall the other way. Yeah. In my arrogance, honestly, I didn't hook up the guide wire like I normally do, and pull the tree just to make sure. And it really was. It was just God exposing my arrogance, and my pride. It was horrible. And I went around and I rang the doorbell, and he comes out. The first thing he said is, "Well, I really hate to say I told you so." Yeah, I know. They missed his house by like 10 feet. And, but I was overwhelmed at how much God was involved with this. Because he was so cool. He was so cool. He just went, wow. Can you fix that? Yeah. And so, it tweaked my saw. I had to go buy a new saw. We cut it up and disposed of it. Really, it wrecked the back and the front and the roof of the shed, and two of the sides were fine. Hey, I'll take anything I can get at this price. And but 3 bikes, the frames didn't get crushed, but the handlebars, all tweaked over, and one wheel got mushed real bad, and he has a bike rack in there, and it got a little bent. But you know what? I was amazed, because he walked in there and he just said, "Well, can you, get the bikes fixed?" He didn't say get new bikes.